Welcome back to A Slice of Life, Episode 2. I'm your host, Maddie. Last episode, we talked about what a third place is, how ours came about, and what it can mean to a community. Today, we're going to talk about a tragic incident that has left a mark on Castleton's community forever. A quote from the 2007 edition of the Castleton Spartan newspaper archives talks about a previously cherished community third place.
Just a few miles west of Castleton's campus lies a place called the Bombazine Inn, commonly known as the Dog, which has been the watering hole for students preferring libations over the library for over 40 years.
To give us some insight into the atmosphere and traditions that were held within Fishtail is former Castleton University president Dave Walk. In Walk's 16 years as a beloved president, he also operated Safe Ride, a service to get students that have been drinking back to campus safely from bars like Fishtail and the Dog, as a way to better protect the community he cares about deeply. The Dog and Fishtail were Castleton students and community members' go-to places for a night out or a relief from their daily responsibilities.
The tradition the night before graduation was that next day graduates would go to the Dog, have the beverage of their choice. And I was thinking to myself when I got home that night, these kids really need a ride home. So all the rest of the years, the next 15, 16 years, whatever it was, I drove Safe Ride the night before, and I would bring them to the Dog or Fishtails or any of the other places in the area, and I would bring kids home. And sometimes it was an all-nighter. And my goal was to make sure they got home safely and were able to come to graduation the next day.
Before Third Place opened in 2017, Fishtail Restaurant was Castleton's third place. Professor Dave Blow grew up no more than 15 minutes from Castleton's campus, graduated from Castleton, and has been teaching here for almost 20 years. He remembers when Fishtail used to be people's third place.
That was just fairly short-lived, really. I mean, I don't even know how many years it was around, but I was good friends. I went to high school with the owner of that place. So that was kind of a hangout, too, but it was a little more higher end. I mean, the drinks were more expensive, I think. I don't think it was like a super college hangout. Maybe more so when it got nicer out because they could be outside on the deck and stuff. But I think Fishtail was kind of the third place for a while. And, tragically came to an end.
Just after 4 a.m. on March 19th, 2016, a passing motorist called police after spotting a heavily damaged, overturned 2006 Saab sedan in a large ditch on Drake Road, Bombazine town of Castleton, Vermont. The narrow, forested, and unlit road is 3 miles away from campus.
The Castleton community continues to mourn this morning after 3 people were killed in a car crash over the weekend. Flowers now rest at the spot where 26-year-old Andrew Laramie, 24-year-old Caleb Kinney, and 23-year-old Samantha Forrest veered off Drake Road and then crashed into a tree. Castleton Police Chief Peter Mantello says no one was wearing their seatbelt and speed and alcohol may be factors in this crash.
Dave Walk remembers fondly of 23-year-old Samantha Forrest.
I'm getting choked up just thinking back on that. That was deeply personal because Sam was part of our family. She would stay at our house and take care of our dogs when we were away. She and my wife, Lynn, were very close. And we felt like Sam was part of the family. And the funeral was actually at my house, at the president's house. And her mom asked me to give the eulogy, which I did. That was one of the saddest moments in our time there.
Fishtail's tragedy was a prime reason we needed a third place in walking distance.
We wanted to have a place that wasn't over the top crazy and stuff like that, but you could come in, have a couple drinks, have a good time, and then walk home. You know what I mean? And that's the biggest part. We want to make sure everybody's walking here, and everybody should be walking here.
We asked some students and professors on Castleton's campus what they think the benefits are of having third place being in walking distance.
Why do you think it's important that Castleton students are able to walk to third place?
Well, it's an opportunity for town and gown interaction. I don't think you should silo all of your student culture on campus and leave out the sense of community that a third place provides.
I think it's so important to be able to walk to third place because having walkable infrastructure helps us build a better sense of community.
That they have a safe way to get back to their dorm rooms or their
homes.
I think it's important because not only does it promote a healthy lifestyle, walking to the places that you're trying to go, but it completely eliminates the potential of drunk driving.
After Third Place had taken over what Fishtail once was to the Castleton community, it was struck with adversity after the campus community had been thriving for 3 years with a new, closer, and easily accessible establishment. In 2020, our beloved Third Place was taken away from us due to the COVID pandemic that left not only the Castleton community shaken, but the whole world. Andrew Bredding, owner of Third Place, comments on his struggles with the pandemic, but how it allowed additions to Third Place atmosphere.
During COVID, we got shut down, and we kind of did some stuff in here and added outdoor seating after COVID, and then that's kind of where it blossomed to what it is today.
It wasn't just our Third Place that was affected by COVID. Third Places all around the country were feeling the effects of the pandemic. During the pandemic, 56% of establishments, which is 4.7 million, across the United States experienced a decrease in demand for their products or services, and 19% of establishments, which is 1.6 million, experienced a government-mandated closure.
We're in year 2 and we're going at it, and then year 3 comes and here comes COVID. We ended up closing for 2 days. They shut us down on St. Patrick's Day. I think like me, you, and everybody was like, oh, this is gonna breeze over.
Stay tuned for episode 3 as we take a closer look into what Third Place means to the Castleton community and why having physical places is now more important than ever. We'll look at how Third Place's resurgence brought our community back to life. Thanks for listening.